Hey, everybody. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy birthday to Summer Wells. Today is her 9th birthday. Maybe there will be some kind of milestone or something happened on this milestone. I don't know. I was just telling Fred a lot of times, I've noticed in cases that I've watched that sometimes detectives will, it seems like they'll make significant like arrests or updates on milestones. Sometimes it seems like so. I don't know. Maybe today will be the day. Today is just as possible as any day. So, um, yeah, it's still dark. Hey, who knows? Okie dokie, Connie and Laura. Oh man. Yeah, so my I've been really, my sleep schedule has been really weird because of, like I said, I had stopped taking a certain antidepressant and also stopped completely taking Delta 8. And now it's like the 5th day or something. I don't know, 5th day. So I'm really moody, like bitchy. So just bear with me. Do you need anything? Okay. I've noticed I'm more irritable for sure. So and my sleep is all like screwy too. So I just woke up and Fred was up all night. Watching YouTube and stuff. And hasn't been to sleep, so I told him I was going to go walk to the gas station. And Rogersville Review put out an article, no new news. Oh, great. Of course. So, no. I don't understand, guys. I just do not get it. I don't. I feel like there's plenty of leads. Like, I don't get it. I guess I'm just going to get a drink, I think. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. $1.50. Here's $1. And I have 50 quarters here.
Oh,
There you go.
thank you. You have a good day.
You too. Summer Wells she turned 9 today, missing from Rogersville, Tennessee on June 21st, 2021 from Ben Hill Road. And I met my husband, my love, from, going down there and talking to locals and stuff. And what I find interesting, to those who don't know, everybody knows this story, but I just do not freaking understand how they have a person on surveillance who claims they were not on freaking the road for the last several years. And I just do not understand why nothing is being done about that. It doesn't make any sense. It does not make sense. And it really, really upsets me bad because it's just ridiculous. Like, I want an explanation. Why? They have not questioned Andy Bernard when he's on the road and they have him on camera and he's all over YouTube saying he wasn't. It's just so freaking upsetting, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I don't understand. It just doesn't make sense to me. Has Jody Sue been live? I guess she's been like. So yeah, my husband saw a man on the road, on Ben Hill Road, the road that Summer Wells went missing from on June 15, 2021, who was vehemently denying he was on the road when we know he was on the road. And so does police. So why the fuck aren't they doing anything? Like I said, last talk I've had with law enforcement, well, pretty much my only talk so far with them, like in person or on the phone, about that situation, which I do have recorded and I will release like someday, I'm sure. But I was trying to give them time to do what they needed to do. So their concern, and I keep telling this to people, well, from my understanding is they really need to know who that blue truck was that was following Andy out of the holler. So if you guys could figure that out, that'd be amazing. Or anybody. I don't know if there's rumors that Andy's son was hanging with Sherfy Jr. that day. Do they have a dark blue truck? Like with dark tinted windows, guys. So, and I pretty much, once you guys would hear this call, you would see how I just didn't know if at the time it was the best thing to do, releasing it, so I didn't. And he confirms that Andy was on the road. He said earlier that day, but who is this dark blue truck? Okay. So that's all he said. He's like, yeah, Andy was on the road earlier that day, which whatever that means. The dark blue truck. So we need to find that. It's a GMC. A GMC Canyon. Dark blue. Could be, it's like almost black, dark blue. And dark tinted windows. Like the side windows are darker than the front window, but the front window is really, really, really tinted too. And they did not get a good view of the license plate, obviously. From the side. And you gotta understand, these trail cameras, they go by movement, right? So they only clip when movement, or how's that work? Or is it filming 24/7?
No, it is by motion sense.
Yeah, see, so that could be an issue.
Video, most people set them up where it'll play. I mean, just take a still picture, every so many seconds after it's triggered.
Yeah. So, cash, hey, everybody coming in. I guess we can. I woke up early. Hey, Ray and Lori. So, like I was talking earlier about how I was completely quitting Delta 8 completely. So, and also at the same time, like I ran out of my Wellbutrin. And so I kind of feel a little weird, but a little moody. I'm really not wanting to do the Delta 8 anymore. It's just, it causes too much anxiety, and like, I don't know. It's expensive. So like I said earlier, the Wellbutrin was prescribed to combat the sleepiness of the Prozac for antidepressant they gave me when Jim passed away. So I originally was prescribed the Prozac, and then I was just so tired all the time, and so that's why they prescribed the Wellbutrin. Well, so for some reason, they gave me 12 refills of this Prozac this last time, but only 6 of the Wellbutrin. There was an issue with the Prozac where I had to go back and have it redone, so I think that's how the mix-up happened. And it was over at the CVS Med Clinic. And now we're waiting on a jumper box thing, because the van is been dead since like that deep freeze. And we have a jumper box on the way. So yeah, I don't know if I can go ahead and get off the Wellbutrin, and then I might as well, you know what I mean? Yesterday it was almost 70 degrees. So yeah, my sleep schedule is different, or is weird, because the Prozac makes me tired, kind of, and I don't have the Wellbutrin anymore, so yeah, I don't feel like, I talked to a nurse about it, and they said and I knew that Wellbutrin's like withdrawal wasn't as intense. It's like Prozac, but hey Rhonda, hey Sue. Let me show you guys this real quick, and I don't know. it's too bad. There's a lot of stuff to talk. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the community, but since it's Summerwell's birthday, kind of it's. I don't want to get into a bunch of drama. You know what I mean? And a bunch of hate, but there is definitely a lot of stuff going on in the community from what I hear, and I'm still like getting caught up. I don't really understand. Well, I don't have any Ash Cash to wean off of. I mean, I guess I could but it matters like when I have an opportunity to go to the doctor again. I mean, by that time it might be just stupid to start back up on it. I don't like taking stuff anyways, you know what I mean? Like if I can be on the least amount of medicines as possible. Let me show you guys these like lights real quick. And then I'm gonna go. So this one, I haven't taken it out yet, but it kind of we'll take that out in a second. This one it's not spread out as well, and it's kind of popping out in the back, but not too bad. But this one, we have a hello sign that I did that is super cool. If I could push the button, maybe. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. So 1 second. Let's take it out, I guess. Sorry, it's camera view is not very good. But let's take this one out and see how it looks, guys. And it's in the front. Oh, that's cute. So here's the love sign. How cute! I'm so excited. I made it myself, guys. It's shake and bake, and I helped. Look how cute. Look how cute. Hold on. Has 3 modes. And then, okay, let's unmold this other one real quick. I made that pen too. And I'll unmold this one. Wow. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Turn it on. It has to set more because it has to set more, but so it doesn't. That one turned out really good. It has 2 blinking options, and then so really cute, huh? I'm proud how this turned out. I made a Hello Kitty 420 grinder. I made another one, but it didn't go the resin. I knew better. I was in a hurry. So it didn't get right. Let's see. We'll take this one out and I'll show you what I'm. This side turned out all right. Kind of. It didn't. And then this side, though, I'm going to have to redo the other side, I think, because it didn't. Yeah, it's just way too many of them are too. The points aren't very pronounced on it because there was bubbles. So, and yeah, that middle thing's not there. So that definitely have to redo that top, but. Yeah, hello. Isn't that funny? Look at that. I didn't even notice Hello Kitty. I didn't notice hello was right over it. Yeah, the box, it's good for treats or whatever. So I made this jewelry tree too. Well, this goes on a rear view mirror, I guess. And you can hang like masks and stuff, I guess. I don't know. And then this jewelry tree is still setting. It has to set more so it doesn't fall over. But that's going to be really cute. Has little places you put the earrings, like holes like right there. And you hang your necklaces on it and all kinds of stuff. But it needs to set more because it keeps kind of, it's still, it takes really a couple of days to until it becomes like completely immovable. But yeah, I have some more over here. Oh, you guys didn't. I made dominoes, but didn't realize how they're clear and probably not a good idea to be clear. It's a little box for the dominoes. This lid slides on. It's just, it's not perfect, but it's to show people, like, in case they wanted to get a set, you know. It's really supposed to, next time, I'm going to do it like this, where the lays like that. And this top lid slides, so. But I'm just got this one for, I didn't do it quite right. Keychain. Looks like it's a tie hanger that hangs on a closet ride. Oh, that would be a good idea too. A bookmark. Here, we have a skull to demold. Keychains. Here, we'll do it. Oh, that's cool. That is so cool. I love that. Yeah, hand that to me. I'll show them again. It's like pearl. Oh, it looks like an opal pearl kind of. It has a little bit of a so that I could even make this, put that on a grinder on the top or whatever. And then made that jewelry box. Carrie, look at the And this is an ashtray. The deer didn't come out. I think somebody made this mold themselves because it's too thin. I can't make that. Good for belts and scarves too. My niece is making lots of resin things too. She made ribbon key chains for a fundraiser for me. Oh, cool. I need a blinky sign from a front door that says "Go away," right? One that hangs on the Yeah, I'd like to get some molds like that says "Do not disturb" and stuff like that. Not go well if somebody wants to go away. Here is also, this is a mold that you can put on a well, it has a hole there, so I could color it in. It's for nurses, doctors, oh, that's a cute little paw. Except it's kind of not shiny right there. This one, oh. Uh-oh. The RN. This one says, yeah, so I could put that on a like I have name tag, like key card holder things that have the little reel, you know what I mean? That you can put your name tag on and key card. And I was going to make some of those for nurses because they usually have to have a card to get into a system. So does a lot of waitresses and stuff like that. Use stuff like that. Yep. This is cute. Another butterfly. This is a new mold that I haven't done before. Let's see how that looks. That's cute. That is really cute. That's a keychain mold or whatever. Really. That is cute. And then we have this purple one too. Just like it. Very cute. Some seashells. So make those into earrings maybe or something. The seashells or just cute little things. Actually, this seashell doesn't have a hole in it, but I now have a drill. I can put a hole in it. So if I wanted to. All right, guys. Carrie, let's see. Did you see my signs, Carrie? Before I go in the living room, I wanted to show Carrie those because they're really cool. Okay, let's show that one more time. The hello sign. The love sign. How awesome are those? I need to find some of these lights that are like plug in, you know what I mean? That'd be really awesome. I've seen I saw somebody making one of these signs with a like plug in. Well, it didn't come with a plug in block, but it came in with like a USB cord instead of this. But I probably be more expensive. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it. So, yeah. very happy about how those signs turned out. And that was Fred's idea. And I'm like, love it. Love it. Love the love. I'll send that one to you, Carrie. Carrie put it in an order, so give her that love, because it's like it's not it didn't turn out as great as I wanted it to. The lights aren't as spread out, and in the back some of the wires is popping out, but you're not going to see the back anyways. I mean, really, you could use those wires and maybe hang it up. So I have to make an ornament, and let's see, I have a couple of things I have to make for some people, actually. I'll probably start working on today. To those people I haven't felt right, because I've been coming off of, like I said, these medicines that I'm trying to detox from, and it's made me kind of feel weird. It's an antidepressant, and, well, Delta 8's on a medicine, but you know what I mean. No, I haven't tried the resin. I just woke up the new resin, but I'm going to use it next when this one runs out, because for some reason I didn't notice how fast resin like expires. Like, so I'm going to use that, which is the best anyways, the Let's Resin brand. But I noticed that it expires in 3 months, so I'm going to use it next anyways. I'm almost out of the big bottles I was using, and I'm going to use the Let's Resin here next. And then I have 1 gallon of this other kind, but I don't see an expiration on these, so I don't know. Isn't that crazy though, that resin? I was surprised that when I got it, it says it expires in May of this year. I was like, but I'll use it by then anyways, probably, so it doesn't matter. Okay, let me see. Make something for Jody Sue and send it to her, Kara Fred. Yeah, she'll say it's harassment. Where's she been anyways? Like, I don't know what's been going on with her. We're kind of a little bit worried. I don't know. I hope she hasn't done anything stupid. Has she been around? So, yeah, I guess she was supposed to have a stream yesterday and then didn't show up for it. And it's still there, or at least it was. I'm pulling you guys up on my computer. See if it really has less bubbles and self-levels. I've heard a lot about that brand. The others do say that. It says that on a lot of them, but I have heard that brand is like the best, so oh jeez. Already feeling switch to my computer real quick, guys. Okay, there we go. Switched over. Jeez Louise. I think everybody's going crazy, guys. There's a lot of stuff going on in the community. I don't even know if I want to even freaking even look into it because I don't know if I want to get involved with that freaking nightmare. The less I know, probably the better, right? Seriously, I don't. So, I guess let's go ahead and see what you guys said the Rogersville Review put out an article. It says investigators committed to finding Summer as her 9th birthday arrives. This was yesterday. Okay. Says that Summerwell's 9th birthday arrives. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and Hawkins County Sheriff's Office both released statements that the investigation remains ongoing. Summer was 5 years old when she disappeared on June 15, 2021. TBI spokesperson Leslie Earhart said there are no updates to offer, but the case remains open and continues to be investigated. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children provides age progression photos, which are typically updated every 2 years. Earhart asked the public to continue to share age-progressed photos this summer, which was released in June of 2023. Sheriff Ronnie Lawson said his detectives continue to follow leads as they come in. Lawson asked anyone with new information to call his office at 423-272-4848 or call 1-800-TBI-FIND. So right there shows that, like, I guess Hawkins is still involved, and obviously we know that because when I emailed TBI, I got a call back from Hawkins County. So I thought that was interesting. Just, I don't know if you guys know that, but when I turned in that and let them know, like, hey, I don't know if you guys know or not because I don't understand why nobody's questioning them, but you do realize that 2 of your detectives, like worked with Fred Hill and had him record, right? And you know that he saw Andy on the road. You know, so I'm like, do I need to remind these people or what? I'm like, maybe there's miscommunication between the 2 departments. We haven't talked to Fred hasn't talked to those investigators since the beginning of the case, right?
Well,
Those
I talked to them while I was in jail. So.
the same ones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe that's who we need to be, like, talking to or something. Since you already have a rapport with them anyways, and they know you. But anyways, I just emailed them and said, Fred had seen Andy on the road and blah, 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 and this blue truck, you guys have him on camera. I don't understand why nothing's happening, blah, blah, blah. I get a call back from Hawkins County when I emailed TBI. So, which I guess right here it shows you that they're both on it. Wow, that's really hard for you guys to see. I'm sorry. Holy crap, that's really hard for you guys to see. So Summer was reported missing from her home in the Beach Creek community in June 2021. Her disappearance resulted in a massive 13-day search involving more than 1,100 searchers, not including police, and covering 4.6 square miles of rugged, mountainous terrain surrounding her home. This was followed by months of intense investigation by the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office, TBI, and FBI. Police and rescuers again descended on the property during the last week of November 2021 and covered approximately 350 acres. A dive team with the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office also assisted in searching a nearby pond. Searchers returned to Beach Creek in late February 2022 for another search of the area. Neither the searches nor the investigation has resulted in information leading to either Summer's recovery or what happened to her. I don't know how. What about this, like, shallow grave? Or, I mean, what about the surveillance of people on the road? I just don't understand. Do they not see? Did they not see? Were they not aware of how, like, Andy was on here saying he was not on the road, even though they know he was on the road? Why didn't they? I don't understand. Like, you would think red flags galore.
I mean, there's lots of stuff in this case that don't make sense why the law ain't done something.
Yeah.
I mean, many varieties of things, you know.
Oh, somebody is missing a pup in the neighborhood. I was going to look at the picture. I think that's pretty close. Have you seen this dog?
It ain't no room.
Be on the lookout below. That's around here, I think.
See around here? Or,
yeah.
Oh, no. I've seen a big dog come down the sidewalk. What was it, yesterday? You remember me telling you?
Yeah.
It was a big dog. Oh.
So, it says last June, on the third anniversary of Summer's disappearance, TBI Criminal Investigation Division Assistant Director Josh Melton spoke about the investigation in depth. You can watch the video in its entirety in the online version of this article at www.rogersvillereview.com. Melton said then that the TBI hadn't determined whether Summer was abducted or walked away from her home and became lost, a position which hasn't changed. That is insane that they think she freaking really got lost. I just don't understand that. It doesn't make... Anyways, it's really important to us to not focus all our efforts on just one of the two, Melton said. We continue to focus on the ground search efforts. We continue to focus on interviews of those who may have information about vehicles that have traveled to the area or technology that could have been used to make an investigative lead. Melton's added, we've continued to have tips and leads that have come in that agents have been able to follow up on continuously, and the agents have worked tirelessly when tips and leads weren't coming in to try to find ways to investigate when typically people would lay down their effort. We have thrown everything that we know to throw at this case, and we haven't had the answers that we need yet. No, they haven't. They have absolutely not. How? You haven't even... according to Andy Bernard, you guys have not questioned him since the freaking beginning. Nor got his phone. What? Our commitment to the public is that we're not going to allow this case to sit on a shelf, Melton said. We are committed to bringing Summer home, and we're going to keep working on this case until she is home. I just don't understand, guys... So no new information. Let's just hope that's some kind of freaking tactic that they're doing to not alarm anybody. I don't know if 3 years, 4 years.
They know more than they're saying. I'm sure.
I hope. I just don't it just doesn't make sense to me. But I do know, and the only one thing I can tell you for an absolute fact, guys, 100%, is they need to know that blue truck. I'm telling you, it's so important. And they are focused on that because that is all they cared about in that call. So it's almost like they're trying to get everybody, all their ducks in a row, and get them all at once or something. I don't know. I don't understand it. Because my phone call was just like with Hawkins County, and when was that? That was end of December.
I think so.
Like, and you could tell they were frustrated and thought I was getting on to them, but I just don't understand. You know, and I get it that they can't tell me anything, but they kept going back to this blue truck. Like, yeah, we know Andy was on the road, but who's this blue truck? I don't understand that. Can you guys explain that to me? I don't understand. There's been more than just myself that's heard this call. And Fred, more than just me and Fred. And I just don't get it. It was very dark blue. No, I haven't, Mike Damon. I don't think so.
Yeah, it's almost black. It's so dark.
Yeah, almost black. It was so dark. And the windows were very, very dark. So dark that you could only make out. There was, and you guys don't understand, Fred's, it's crazy how I noticed that in my everyday life with him, how observant he is. And he notices things that, and I think it has to do
you
with.
You can see two images in it, but you got to tell if they're men or women.
Yeah, and I think it has to do with the fact that Fred is, people don't understand, he's like very deaf. It's very deaf. I wouldn't be surprised if we were going to have to learn sign language. That's how bad his freaking hearing is. So, I think from that, and that's been since he was a kid that his hearing was damaged. I think because of that, it intensified his other senses, and that's made him incredibly observant. It was a GMC single cab, right? Short bed.
From a 2005 to 2007 GMC Canyon. It was dark blue with dark tinted windows. It's a single cab.
Yeah, does anybody, we're wondering, it really makes us wonder about, we just heard like somebody was hanging out with Sherfy Jr. that day, and I don't know if that's true, but that's rumored. I mean, I'm really curious if Sherfy Jr. had a truck like that, or I don't know. But see, Fred had never seen that truck before, so
No, I've never seen it before.
So, like, it probably wasn't from around there. Probably. And I would think if it was Sherfy's or something, you would have saw it before, probably.
You would have thought.
But also, I mean, you hadn't seen, that was the very first time you had seen Andy Bernard's father in like
Yep.
20 years on Ben Hill Road,
Yep.
the day that Summer Wells went
I
missing.
mean, he was the first one to come up to me when I pulled up to Ben Hill Road when they had a road shut down when I come back from town.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess it's possible to see a truck like that maybe doesn't ever come back in the hauler. You know what I mean? And the truck's not being seen since. No,
I had never seen that truck before in the hauler.
never seen it before. Never seen it again. They have it on camera. They have pictures of it. I mean, they literally showed Fred still shots of it. Andy Bernard and the blue truck in one single snapshot.
It was on one of my cameras. The truck was. Truck and Andy both, bumper to bumper. Truck was right on Andy's bumper coming back out.
I just hope to God that they're not like too egotistical to freaking look into, you know, I don't know. It makes you wonder, like, I don't know what to freaking think.
But that overbait out, I mean, just like they talk about that Tacoma truck, you know, that video that JLR done of that overbay, he was one that was driving one a week after Summer went missing, but it's a maroon single cab with a black ladder rack on it. And see, they're the one that owns that cabin up on Simpson Lane, that unfinished cabin.
Yeah.
Before you get to the two trailers.
Yeah, that's overbays.
Mm-hmm.
And he's supposedly, one of the overbays is supposedly, involved with the
He's a
vice lords.
Yeah.
High-ranking vice lords, allegedly. Fred laughed when I said that about there being a high-ranking.
I didn't know that he was. I mean, that's
yeah. Like
he didn't. Him as said, I hadn't seen.
He laughed. He's like, "There's no high-ranking vice lords on Ben Hill Road." And I showed him that, and it's like, oh, he's like, I might have seen that guy, back in the day, because I think that he bought a trailer off of you when you were really young.
In '99 is when the Overbays bought that property over there, and I had a single wide trailer. Well, it was an office trailer. It was like a 10 by 30, and he wanted to buy it. I sold it to him for $1,000, and that was in '99. And it's still over there. It's sitting in front of that cabin that is unfinished.
Does Fred know what Tony Hammonds drove? That's another really interesting question.
I don't even know what Tony Hammond looked like. I just seen him on YouTube where somebody posted a picture of him. I never know Tony.
But he was, like, I think a person of interest, wasn't he? Like, they questioned him because he was in the area.
He was in the area. I know who told the TBI that Hammonds was in the area.
Fred just showed me a picture of the girl that, which I'm not going to put on here, obviously. I just saw her for the first time, the one that Don Wells tried to pick up and claim, "Oh, I'm here saving you." No. You talk to that girl's grandfather, and he has a very different story to say about Don Wells and that incident. So, and what's interesting also about that is that little girl is related to Cotton Simpson. So I don't know, guys. Like, what the hell is freaking happening? But Don tried to claim that he was saving, and he was on the phone with Prairie Garden during that incident, actually, if you'd like to know. Weird.
And both of them submitted being on the phone with each other. It's on.
Yeah.
You too. During that. That's the same time, Don, when they took law and stuff was called and stuff, and he told that lots of children's gonna start fucking missing since that happened, since they wanted to call law on him over it.
Yeah, Don Wells said that.
Yeah.
He was like he got all upset because the
They
grandfather
called law on him.
called the police on Don over that incident. If you guys didn't know, there's probably you could probably FOIA the records if anybody's interested. I wish I knew how to freaking do all that stuff, but
Yeah,
anyways.
Reported.
So yeah, that was reported to police. It'd be nice to get that if somebody could FOIA it, if they know how to do that shit. And that could give us a lot of information too, because Don Wells threw a little hissy fit and decided to say that a lot of little kids are going to go missing since they decided to call the police on them on that incident. Who did he say that to?
He said it. I don't remember who it was. So, I mean, he said it to me too. But
He said it to you?
Somebody
Oh.
else had said something about him talking about that.
Yeah, he wants to act big and bad. Oh, there's going to be a lot of little kids going missing now that they want to call the police on me over that incident.
And see what people don't understand.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Just like we're caught in this fountain stuff, you know. When people heard it was in Laurel Run Park, they don't realize it's actually the backside of Laurel Run Park. When we're Dawn tried to pick up that little girl,
Mm-hmm.
the house, exact house, about 2,000 feet behind that house is where the cotton was found.
And that little girl, too, that you showed me. Okay. The person who they're really looking into Cotton's death, well, where the location of where he was found was on this person's property. And guess what? The picture I saw of the little girl was with that particular woman whose property Cotton passed away on behind her house. And the picture Fred showed me is, I guess that little girl is, what, it says her granddaughter?
Yeah.
Yeah. The house that Cotton passed away at, like, behind that person's house, that woman, her granddaughter okay, sorry. Okay. The house that Cotton was found behind, the woman that lives there, her granddaughter is the girl that Don tried to act like he was protecting and trying to save. And actually, the police were called over it. So when you start connecting things and stuff, it makes you, it comes up, it seems really, comes up, it's very interesting.
And the picture that they was in,
Yep.
it's weird the way the
girl looks, she looks like freaking real, like she looks like Summer Wells looked in her pictures, like her eyes were like huge.
in that red dress or something.
Yeah, that red dress, the picture of Summer and how big her eyes and stuff. That same face the little girl's making. Bugged eyes, like whoa. Like she looks like whoa. Like yeah, I mean, it could be just the, it could be coincidental, but she looks like, completely like, I don't know, on something. But in the picture, she's with, that little girl's with the woman whose house, or that's her granddaughter. Does she look like Summer? Yeah. Yeah, she does look kind of like Summer, actually. She has blonde hair and.
Well, she got darker hair. So.
Wasn't it blondish?
I'm pulling it up here. I ain't seen it.
I could show you privately, Rhiannon. It's just, I'm not going to put it out there because obviously, I mean, you guys could look it up if you're listening to what I'm saying, like in who, I've told you before who whose house that Cotton was found behind. And that woman is the grandmother of the little girl that Don, tried to act like he was protecting. Then he freaked out because the cops were calling. He goes, a lot of little kids are going to go missing now. Hey, TJ. Okay, so her hair is like actually dark blonde, dark blonde, like almost brown, light brown, dark blonde, skinny, and yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, hold on. Okay. I just sent it to myself so I would have it. I thought I had a... I was going to send it to you, Rhiannon, but I can't find our private conversation.
I've never heard nothing about Cotton supposed to be Summer's dad or not. Myself. Not from a creek or nowhere, Not from the community down there, the neighborhood.
Didn't you say he was trying to say it was that she was his or something?
Mm-mm.
Who was it that was... He was trying to say that Hunter was his, right? Or no, that was Bill Shipley. Yeah. I can't keep these freaking people straight. But I do have heard those rumors too, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of rumors on YouTube, but not true.
But I do know Cotton, was bragging about sleeping with Candace and mother and daughter over on 110, whoever mother and daughter is, And that's freaking disturbing.
And see, Cotton, he hung out a lot at Warriors Pay too, because he used to be manager, or not manager, but maintenance of Warriors Pay.
Yeah, over there at the one that got burned down.
I mean, the whole park.
The whole park?
He done the whole park. He was maintenance and stuff running around.
Yeah. Oh, no, I've heard it too, Rhiannon. I've heard that too. I absolutely heard that about Cotton. I just can't pinpoint where exactly that came from. Who's your friend? Are you in Indiana, TJ?
Mm-hmm.
He is? Yeah.
But see, another thing, just like a lot of people don't know that Cotton used to be married to the one that Brandon Clark and Pete was staying with after Summer went missing,
So after Summer Wells went missing, Brandon Clark and what'd you say?
Brandon and Pete started staying with down there in Light Holler. Southern County behind that church.
Yeah. Staying with Cotton?
No, with his ex-wife.
With his ex-wife.
Yeah.
The one that's like trying to say things about you?
I don't know which one's saying things about me.
Oh. Yeah. Bandage. Crawfordsville. Oh,
That's the same place Bill.
I know that's Bill Shipley's area. That's a Bill Ship. That's where Bill Shipley's wife's family is from. Who she went back to. Like, I don't understand why. And wants to blame me for the stuff that she said about him. Like, that's crazy. Wabash College, okay. I know exactly where Crawfordsville is. That's only like, you're only like 40 minutes away from me or so. 45 minutes. Hour maximum, I would think. Yeah, so Pete Clark has came up a lot lately. And so Cotton's ex-wife was staying with them after Summer went missing. There's a lot of weird things like that. Makes you wonder how many people.
I knew several months after Summer went missing when they started staying down there with her. Because when Summer went missing, Pete and Brandon was staying out on Lone Star at that time.
Brandon's, he's a part of like petty crimes, though. Isn't he? His dad, though, I don't know what to think.
He got a lot of gun charges and stuff. I just like when he was walking around with JLR carrying that pistol and stuff.
He's a felon.
He was a felon.
How stupid. How freaking dumb. Absolutely stupid. These people do not think.
No.
Walking around with a gun as a felon on a YouTube channel that is going to get thousands of views.
That makes sense.
Give more names. Pete Clark, yeah, is a good one to look into. His son's Brandon Clark, the one that was in JLR's video.
But Pete's no longer alive.
Yeah, Pete just passed away too, and so everybody's passing away. Cotton's passed away. Allie's passed away. Rick Crawford's passed away. We can Jose. Is that right name? Jose. I always get his name wrong. I say Juan. Jose, yeah. Yeah, very sad. Had to go to Bloomington to the docks the other day and saw the Mooresville turn off. Oh, I'm sure I did mention Mooresville because I graduated from Plainfield High School, which Mooresville was kind of like one of our rivals, I guess you could say. Mooresville and Avon. Let's see. She wants some. Oh yeah, Leslie from that. She wants more names to look into that we've look into. That George. You want somebody to look into? You want somebody dangerous to look into? He's dead. He just passed too. But I have a good idea who I think Playboy could be. What was his name? Something. Marcus Washington, I think. Marcus Washington. Look into him. Marcus Washington. A Knoxville man sentenced to 10 years in prison for sex trafficking. And he also is affiliated with the Vice Lords. And he was also pulled over in Rogersville. He was also pulled over in Rogersville in 2020, September of 2020, and he was at an intersection they saw a vehicle drive through an intersection before ending up in a ditch, it says. And it says the officers saw the driver asleep behind the wheel while the car was still running. When officers woke the driver, he had reportedly tried to hide a syringe in his pocket. The driver, identified as Marcus Washington, said he was sleepy and must have fallen asleep while driving. Police said Washington appeared to be unaware of his surroundings and slurred his speech. Police discovered that Washington had 2 active warrants issued by Knox County and the U.S. Marshals Service. Washington was also in Knox County for a violation of sexual offender registry requirements. Officials had issued warnings that Washington was considered armed and dangerous with violent tendencies before his arrest. During a search of Washington's vehicles, police discovered syringes, 2 types of powder believed to be narcotics, 4 guns, a marijuana grinder, syringes, and other drug paraphernalia. Investigators said Washington is a convicted felon with previous charges of kidnapping, human trafficking, possession of firearms, and possession of guns. The charges were issued between 1997 and 2015. Washington was charged with 3 counts of felon in possession of a firearm and
Not until freaking 10.
Washington was charged with 3 counts of felon in possession of firearm, possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession of a Schedule 3 drug, and transported to Hawkins County Jail. So, look into that guy. I think there's a lot of freaking ties, a lot of warning signs that this guy, I mean, the fact that he was found in arrested in Hawkins County. So he was considered armed and dangerous, and those previous trafficking charges and stuff, like, I really think that guy could be super important. I just really have a feeling. What's his nickname? You can message it to me. What's his nickname? Because he also fits the description. But unfortunately, he passed away last year. Well, 2023. So, and what's interesting too, it looks like he used to like have two suspects arrested in big. Let me see. I was looking at this when and 20-year-old Eli. Nope. And the fact that he's passed, like, I wouldn't even be mentioning this guy had he not been passed away, because, like, it's scary, to be honest. But he's no longer around. But let's see, he was in 2015, 37, so 46 years old. Let's see. Who else? There's several. Like, Fred's not in here right now. I'm trying to think of the David guy's name. Can you message me? There, I just sent you the picture, Rhiannon, to private message. Can you tell me that nickname that you were talking about? Because it's not Playboy, is it? Oh. Let me see. So Fred will be back here in a second, and we'll ask him. Oh, I didn't put it into chat. I put it into single, or I don't want to put it in that chat. I don't know those people. What? You found that? Nuh-uh. How'd you find that? Where'd you find that that is his nickname? That's like really, really important.
Mm-hmm. David who?
That's really important. Do you have a screenshot of that? Because that's really, really, really important. If his nickname is, that's crazy.
Let's see what we got first. I'm pretty sure that's what they said his real name was.
Who said that? Okay.
They need to find him for questioning.
He's dead.
No, not him. The one that got that information from him.
Can you show me where you saw that or why you think that? That's like really important. I guess I'll put it in that group. I don't like putting stuff in group chat because I don't know who those people are. And they're like, they don't have no idea what we're talking about. A Rick Shipley? I got to work with what's Bill Shipley's brother's name?
Oh, Tim.
Tim, yeah.
Yeah, Tim ain't got nothing to do with something.
No. Something else. About something else he's talking about. TJ's talking about Indiana. No, Bill's not from around up here. His wife is.
He's from go to Crawford Road.
See, why can't we talk in a private message? Rhiannon.
Bill's brother's driveway's where I picked that motorcycle up that day. On the 15th.
What do you mean?
Bill Shipley's brother. It was his driveway that I picked that motorcycle up.
Where that person was broke down?
Yeah. Right past Lighthorn Road.
Oh, okay.
Because actually, he was trying to help him too. Bill's brother and his wife. His brother's wife. I ain't gonna put them names up there.
I don't see any pictures, Rhiannon. I don't see. She's saying his nickname's Playboy. I really, really need that. That's important.
I'm pretty sure Dennis said that's what his name was. His real name. Playboy's real name.
That's like super important. Where my senior year 19. Wow. Just kidding, TJ. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure this out.
I think Dennis needs to be checked into from the one that reported and stuff
The one that who?
from Knoxville.
Yeah. Dennis Smith.
Yeah, Dennis James Samuel Smith.
So scary.
What David was you talking about a while ago? I don't know if I knew something about it.
David, the one that is the Crystal's, the one that had a baby with Crystal.
Oh, yeah.
That son and has custody of the boy.
I'm trying to think of his last name. I can't think of it. Britt.
Yeah, Britt. But anyways, like the reason Fred was in when he was in Knoxville, which is so strange that that's where he was placed. There's a lot of weird coincidences that's happened. Like it's so insane. I don't even understand how, Fred just ends up in Knoxville for to do the halfway or the transitional thing that the court ordered. And of all places, he gets placed in Knoxville. And then there's this guy there who claims to be affiliated with the Vice Lords and claim to know a man by the name of Playboy who also claims to have information on Summer Wells. And like, what the hell? Another odd, weird, coincidental thing too is like right on the counter when Fred first got to this place was a recipe book that was associated that Fred's daughter was helped make, that was affiliated with a Rogersville church.
Well, the Mount Carmel.
Yeah, Mount Carmel Church, which is so weird, all the way in Knoxville.
Where they set the command center up when they search for something.
Yeah, and that's the command. And so just a bunch of weird coincidences like that. And then, just to go there and this person claimed to know Playboy and stuff. And
that's why I had my phone dipped and stuff.
Yeah, and that's why Fred turned in his phone and stuff. So we're just hoping that they were able to get a hold of that guy because Fred showed him, the conversations of him claiming to know where Summer Wells was, claiming to have even seen her. And he claimed, they were
Don's name up and Andy's name.
Yeah, he brought up Andy's name and Don's name without Fred bringing it up. So it's very just strange. Like, we don't know what to think, Of course.
Now he's being looked, they're trying to find him now. He's been running in, I think, like 5 counties that they're looking for him.
So he's running now?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
He's been running.
I thought they found him in the rehab.
I thought they did, but I don't know. I know they're looking for him.
I hope he didn't run because of them looking for him in the Summer Wells, for Summer Wells info.
I feel like.
Now that the guys,
he may have got scared and took off.
Now that if that guy that I feel like could possibly be, if that is if he's really who I think he is, then it would be a good time to talk because he's supposedly not alive anymore. But I understand that doesn't mean that the threat's completely gone. Mount Carmel was what David Koresh named his compound, I think. The guy running last we heard he's running his name's Dennis Smith. he wanted to help.
And
You know,
knew that the
He acted
TBI
like
and
he really
stuff
wanted to help.
Yeah, he knew that the TBI and stuff would be involved.
Yeah, he knew. He was
had to do
100%
it.
aware of it. So, like, at this point, I don't feel like really bad saying his name because, like, but I mean, it's weird. His last name's
He went
Smith.
into
That's another.
some details and stuff of what was going on and stuff, but I'm not gonna put it out there. Come down to amounts of the money, everything. I mean, that was supposed to be owed and stuff.
Was it 50,000?
40.
40,000. Yeah, he tried to say that Don owed $40,000, and it was a temporary thing, and blah, blah, until it's paid off, right?
Yeah. But the way he talked, that he was just supposed to be temporary, but when they called her in missing, then it changed everything. When no going back, you know.
Is his last name really Smith? Yep.
Yep.
But, that's a common last name, too. So it's really hard to say whether or not that means anything. But we do know that, I don't know. Andy's side, though, his side is the one, is the Smiths.
He knew a lot about Don and Andy.
He knew a lot about Don and Andy.
I found out more about Don and Andy than I ever knew about them from the creek.
Yeah. Hey, Jam. Yeah, it is Rhiannon. And that's why I was thinking, like, but I thought it was Jody Sue's side who had ties to Knoxville. Her family. And she's not the Smiths. It would be Andy's side that would be the Smiths. And I
never did hear Jody's name being brought up in Knoxville or nothing. He was just, that boy just mentioned Don.
I know, but I was just saying people are noticing the Smith name. That comes from Andy's side.
Yeah, it comes from Andy's side.
Andy doesn't have any family that lives in, like, remember when their son was supposedly staying out in Knoxville, right? For a time with the grandparent or something?
Oh, I don't know.
One of the grandparents, I think. I don't know. You guys remember that? And that they claimed it was raided and stuff? That the place was raided, supposedly? Who knows if that's even freaking true?
Because Andy's parents has always lived on Longshore. Of course, they got a place in Florida, too.
Yeah, places seem like all over.
Well, I mean, they got a place in Florida that they normally stay, too. Andy's parents. Or used to.
It's crazy how many people are passing away, like, surrounding, like, names that's come up. Right, and we read an article about, Rogersville Review put out a article. And they claim no new information. I don't know.
They just think telling everything they know.
I hope. I really hope. Sorry, I like to shuffle cards. That's kind of It's kind of like a, what's those? Oh, spit a widget. What are those things? A spinner thing that's supposed to be for people with like ADHD or something. Where's Grandis? I don't know where she is really. I haven't heard really anything. I don't think she's over at Ben Hill Road, but have you guys seen Andy around in chats lately, or has he kind of like disappeared too? Have you seen Andy in chats lately, Fred? Because he was like everywhere we looked, you know? Anytime we'd end up in a chat, there he was, like on purpose, trying to just, I don't know what he was, intimidate or something. Whatever he was doing. Just like how him and
Last time I seen him in anybody's, it was Jody Suits, I think it was.
yeah, that was like what, a week ago or so?
No, it's been, I don't know, 3 weeks or something now.
3 weeks?
Yeah, time flying. Maybe even a month ago.
Yes. Candace and Donnie together. What were they saying last night on, did that come up whether they're together or not?
No. I didn't.
Well, you know, Grandis, come to find out, might have a much like much more dark past than we originally thought. I mean, I've heard Josh put out some stuff. I remember watching it. There are sealed documents when it comes to Grandis, and we've heard from very good sources that some not good things. Okay, and it came from Candace herself, but I don't know. I know they lie, you know. Candace is a person who made up the Mary call, you know. So they play a lot of games. A couple nights ago, I heard Donnie had a new lover on the hill. It's probably PG. I just hope that the law enforcement, if they're not together, I hope they're taking the opportunity to freaking.
I wish law enforcement interview everybody over again.
Right? They should interview everybody over again.
Including me. I mean, everybody. That they interview first, they just should order. I feel like it's time, just like Don B said, you know. I feel like it's time that they ought to interview everybody over again.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be down for it myself. I'd love for them to interview everybody over again.
Right? 2 missing families and members in a decade. I have a very large genetic history that goes back years, none missing, right? I don't have anybody in my family that's missing. Have you ever had anybody in your family going missing that you can think of? So yeah, it's very. But also, Fred's been struck by lightning twice. So I guess there is some weird coincidences.
I mean, it's just hard to believe two people in one family go missing like that. That's real you know.
Yeah.
That close to family.
And neither of them are found, and you know. And then people want to give Fred a hard time by, you know, by him saying he believed that he could have possibly seen Rose by, you know, over at that bottom prop outside of there, like not actually talk to her. It was me that put that out there wrong, but he swears he saw her around, but it just makes you wonder. It just really does make you wonder. I'm breaking up. Am I breaking up for all you guys, or is it just for Sue?
Yeah, last night it cut off on you, didn't it? This morning?
Yeah, last night. Yeah, sorry about that, guys, by the way.
The internet cut out.
Yeah. I completely believe when Fred said that. Yeah, people just want to give him a hard time for these things. And if you want to listen to any, people can believe who they really want to believe, but I think it's pretty obvious now with all the history after these years, the only person that's seems to be honest is Fred. But for some reason, people are trying to not listen to what he says, you know. And it's always the ones that are connected to Don and Candace, and so vehemently, and Jody Sue and stuff. Like,
I mean, they've all told a lot of truths, you know, but just deciphering which is the truth and not. I mean, you know, and what is the goal.
not breaking up for you. Sue, are you watching on a phone? Maybe switch over to your data if your Wi-Fi is acting up or. So when it comes to Fred is like, so he just notices things. Like, I've never noticed you wrong about like saying you've seen something. Sometimes he'll read things wrong because he's dyslexic. I do notice that. Like, Fred will read things wrong and get things wrong that way. But as far as what he observes and sees, like, is usually spot on. Like, from my experience with him. So, like, he can get numbers mixed around. He can get, like, letters mixed around, like, when reading and stuff, and read things wrong. But as far as observing, like, seeing things and noticing details, he's really, really good at that. And just like I said, I feel like it has to do with that his senses were heightened when he lost his hearing. You know, he's lost over 50% of his hearing, probably, really, because.
Well, I ain't got one here anyway.
Yeah, 1 year he's completely deafened.
I read more lips than I can hear. That's why most of the time looking at somebody when they're talking. If my head's turned, I can hear a racket, but I can tell what they're saying.
Yeah.
That's why I look at you a lot of time if somebody's talking to us to get you to, if I don't understand them.
Mm-hmm. And I have to ask him every single time, like, did you, when I say something to him, did he hear me? And there's a lot of and repeating. That is how my son with dyslexia is too. He can remember things and do math in his head, but written words and numbers mess him up.
Numbers is worse for me than anything.
I don't know. I notice a lot when you're reading, like, you'll read it wrong. Like, you'll read things completely wrong. Like, and it's from mixing, and I just noticed that. But when it comes to observing things, like, you'll notice things, just like how that person was out there, which I haven't even told it. I don't think I've even put out here yet. I don't know if I should say. But like, people around here and stuff messing with our stuffs and taking videos and pictures and stuff, which is fine, but it's weird when you start noticing the similar vehicles and stuff coming by, taking pictures and videos, and I don't know what the fuck they're doing or who they are, or who they're tied to. Hey, four flying doves. If I didn't say hi already. Oh yeah, we don't know for sure that that guy is Playboy. It's just I have he just checks all the boxes. I mean, it's pretty weird that he was pulled over here over there in Rogersville, and he has trafficking charges and stuff, and then ties to Hawkins County, and then you get the vice lords, and then you know what I mean? It's just way too many. And then he's also light-skinned black guy. He fits the age. He's like all kinds of stuff. He also is tied to a guy, same type of stuff that Sean Williams type stuff would do. Like, they would use people, like good-looking younger guys, to attract women and stuff, and then they would basically trap them into trafficking and stuff like that. That's on the, I read that through. That's what that Marcus Washington guy, at least he was accused of. If you read the court documents and stuff like that, he was also tied to a guy with like a Spanish or Mexican name who was luring girls in with his looks, young girls, and yeah, same type of stuff. It sounds very similar to that Sean Williams. And also, I guess, Playboy, like, or this Marcus, I guess he's supposed to be good looking too. So, I don't know, guys. But so is my mic still okay, guys? Somebody else was saying that my mic was cutting out too. They messaged me and told me, so I don't know. But I might go for a little bit, and I might go. I only slept for like a few hours. Like I said, my sleep schedule, I feel kind of off and weird. For those who are not here earlier, because I'm stopped taking a certain antidepressant and also stopped taking Delta 8. And so kind of just, I don't know, it's like a blah feeling a little bit. Just kind of tired feeling, not too bad really. Not too bad.
Moody.
Huh?
And moody.
Moody definitely makes me really irritable. And Fred said he would deal with it, so I said okay, and I have noticed, like, even to some of you guys, I've been more irritable on here and stuff. So just bear with me for the next probably week or so. What are you going to the doctor for, Jam? Or if you don't want to say, I understand. Is there something? You'll be in our thought. Lip block! Our love. Lip block our love. You want dog food? You want dog food, bitch. That's what somebody said. These people say the stupidest stuff and think that's think it's gonna offend me. But I do have it on. I think it's in mode 2 that I have since we started the stream when I was walking on my phone, it's in the mobile upload version, so we'll get some randos that will be in chat occasionally. And I also don't have subscribers only on right now. I feel bad getting off here now that Lip Lock showed up. Oh, okay, Jam. But I have to really pee, and I think I need a little break. I've just been feeling kind of weird. So and saw you were live. I know what you meant. I saw you were live, yes. Liplock is a good person. So, anyways, guys. Really? Yeah, I've heard that exploited innocence. I've heard something like that. They said, just wanted to say Hunter has stated on Andrew's channel that he is a part of the Vice Lords, and also it has been said True's boyfriend, yep, Baby Daddy is also affiliated with Vice Lords. Coincidence? Right? I don't know. I mean, I've been hearing a lot lately that...
A lot of Vice Lord guys.
Yeah. And I've been hearing from people, hearing the statement a lot lately, there's no such thing as coincidences. I mean, and there sure as hell is a lot of coincidences in Summerwell's disappearance. You can be, but... Just kidding, Whitlock. Kind of kidding. But that's a good thing that you can stand up for yourself. I don't like people that can't hold their own and stand for what they believe in. You don't have to I don't like getting involved in the drama. I feel it like pointless for me to, like, for instance, the Crystal thing and stuff. I know she's just lying about what she's saying about Summer and her family involved. Like, why would I sit there and, you know what I mean? So stupid. I've already stated my opinion on that shit. People just need to stop watching her, in my opinion. But you guys do you know what I mean? As the old saying goes, I don't believe in coincidences, especially when it comes to crime or missing child. Didn't Fred think he saw a dark girl? Yes. Yep. Well, in one of the pictures he was shown, yes, by law enforcement, there was in the passenger seat a girl in a blue van, where the back door, side door, like, it was opened as they were driving the back, and I don't know if it just didn't close or what, and can't see who's driving, but in the passenger, it was a mixed girl. And at the time, Fred didn't know who True was or anybody like that, but now that he's seen her and stuff, he believes it could have been True in that picture, but he feels it was. But I just want to just be careful and say he believes it, just in case. I mean, he's very, very good at, like, noticing details, but I just want to be very careful with that. But I do know, I've heard, I do know there's a blue van that Allie was driving and stuff. Hey, Lee. November Rain. So, and also, Fred, didn't Allie and her mom, like, weren't they in that blue van also when they started yelling at you were they in that blue van that day when they came down the hill, and it was after Summer's disappearance, and they were giving you a hard time about, like, you were broke down or something?
No, that was when I broke down in Gallows Road.
After Summer went missing.
Yeah, it was after Summer went missing.
Yeah.
It was Allie and her mom.
Yeah, what were they in? Were they
dark SUV?
A dark SUV. Okay, so they weren't in a light blue van that time.
Mm-hmm. It's SUV.
Yeah, so they were like yelling at Fred, and they were drunk and stuff. And this was after Summer went missing, so pretty weird that Allie and them were hanging out at 110 after Summer Wells went missing.
Yeah, it wasn't long after they pulled off the holler. I mean,
it was soon after.
Checking everybody coming in.
Yeah, it was soon after they had pulled back search efforts and stuff and stopped watching who was going in and out, or checking in everybody who was going in and out of Ben Hill. So a little bit after that, they were up on the hill partying with freaking Dawn and Candace. And how do we know that? Because Fred was broke down outside
before you get to Dawn's driveway.
Yeah, before you get to Dawn's driveway, and Allie and her mom came down the driveway, right? And they were they leaving? And they saw you there, and they started giving him shit, like, what the hell was he doing? Like, he was up to fucking some shit, and you could tell that they were really drunk. So, and they got into a little bit of a yelling.
Yeah, they called Ronnie Lawson.
Yeah, they were threatening to call Ronnie Lawson, of all people.
They had him on speed dial. That's what we're calling him.
Yeah, they said they had Ronnie Lawson on speed dial. And they were threatening to call Ronnie Lawson on him.
That's about 1 in the morning or something. When I broke down.
Dark blue van or
It's a lot blue van.
no, well, Rhiannon's saying there's a dark blue van or SUV in JLR's interview in Allie's yard. So as usual, I'm using talk to text. Apologize for any weirdness. My eye is still a bit wonky for close-up vision. I can't see it all out of left eye, so oh, it's okay. When Molly interviewed Allie, they had a dark blue van there with JLR. I think the van that Fred saw was a light blue.
I mean, one that they was in that night, but the one I seen on the 15th on the video
Was light.
Camera of that mixed girl in it.
Yeah,
It was a light blue van.
and it had a missing back door, right?
Well, they had it open.
They had it open.
Yeah. on
Maybe
the
it didn't
passenger
shut or
side.
something.
Yeah.
Was it stuck open or something possibly?
It was all the way open on the sliding door on the passenger side was open
Yeah.
when they went by one camera.
Very strange. Very strange. They need to check that vehicle for, well, I guess they could just say, oh, Summer's been in there before, so I don't know.
The one that they was in that night that they was threatening to call law on me and stuff after someone went missing, it was a dark vehicle.
A dark
It
SUV,
looked like a black. I mean,
almost black.
it looked black. I mean,
Yeah, it looked black, he said.
it wasn't a van, I don't think.
Fred said, yeah. Sorry, I'm repeating it for you guys just because I know he talks quietly, but he doesn't think it was a van. He thinks it was a SUV, and that was after Summer Wells went missing, that Allie and her mom were hanging up on 110, partying it up, drunk as hell. Like, what the, it's like, for real, what is wrong with these people? What was Leslie in when she first did her first interview? I don't know. We'll have to, I guess we could look back at these. So much information to remember and recall. All right, guys, I really have to pee really bad. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Wasn't that a light blue vehicle Leslie had? We'll have to look. Was it a light blue van?
You got Dodge Caravan.
The one that you saw was a Dodge Caravan?
Yeah,
There's a bunch of Dodge Caravans that were on the road.
Three different ones on it.
Yeah.
The same day that 3 different people
What?
rode.
Yeah.
One with a different color bumper, one with a different color fender, and one with on the passenger side, and one with a different color door on the passenger side. But
3 different ones.
they was all the same color, but other than just different part,
Yeah. So, and one of them is obviously Fred's sister's, which.
Yeah. One of them was my sister. One of them.
And the
was
law
Lynn.
enforcement already knows about
Then Lynn Fields was another one.
Lynn
then
Fields, and then
The one that.
and then the other one with the mixed girl in the passenger sides in the passenger seat.
I couldn't tell who the driver was. Nothing about the driver. The way the picture was took.
Personally appreciate that you often repeat what Fred has said because he speaks so softly it can be difficult to hear him. Yeah, I know. And you would think he would talk louder because
Well, I'm away from the camera and stuff.
I know, but you talk quiet anyways. It's really hard to hear you. He says he feels like he's screaming all the time, and it's you would think he would talk louder, but he's been deaf his whole life pretty much, so he's used to it. Yes, happy birthday, Summer Wells. Wouldn't it be amazing if they found, I know the Rogersville Review put out an article and said no new info, but I don't know. All right, guys.